I pride myself for having the best sales training in Vietnam. Guarantee you that you will not learn any of this in any other sales training. What we teach here is super practical, something that you can use immediately and get results. If you apply what we teach, then you can be top sales in any company, in any industry. And you know what? Everything I teach you today, you will agree with everything I say because it is common sense. But the challenge is tomorrow, when you go into the office, when you start doing sales, can you practice what we teach? A lot of us cannot. I will demonstrate.
Hey, Tom Ping, love what you're doing on your channel, buddy. Super congrats. You know, giving your time and energy to nonprofit business channel. Look, man, keep driving that audience. So, Tom Ping, look forward to spending some time with you. I know you got the right mindset, so I'd love for you to share some of that from the big V. God bless, be great. 10X.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Media Step. Congratulations.
Chúc mừng các bạn.
So you know what team you're in, right? So we have A1, A2, A3, B1, B2, B3. Yes, so B2! Hey! Alright. A3! A3! A1! Okay, did you talk to your team members yet? Did you talk to each other? Yes. Okay, do you know each other now? Yes. Okay, very good, because you are actually a company now. And also Hanoi, Hải Phòng, Da Nang, Cần Thơ. Oh, I can see there's a lot of people in Cần Thơ right now. Right? You are also a company. So Cần Thơ team is a company, Hanoi team is a company, Da Nang team is a company, Hải Phòng team is a company. And today you're going to be the top company. You're going to compete. And the top company gets what? Pate? Did you say pate? No, you get money.
Các bạn sẽ có được tiền.
Money. Not pate, not bummy, okay? Yeah, the winning team gets bummy. Bummy for everybody. That's right. So, money. Oh, money. I don't know, how much money do I have? Quite a bit. So I think minimum price today is I think maybe 2 million. So the winning team, it could be Hải Phòng, it could be Cần Thơ, but there's a lot of people in Cần Thơ. The winning team is going to take home money. I don't know how you're going to split the money. I don't know what you're going to do with it. You like that? Yeah. All right. Cần Thơ, Hải Phòng, Da Nang, Hanoi, do you like that? Cần Thơ very like. Okay, excellent. Okay, I hope you win. So you are a corporation now. You're a công ty TNHH or I don't know, like joint stock company or whatever. Công ty cổ phần, yeah. Okay. So when you set up a new company, you have to have some starting capital, right?
Đúng không ạ?
Yes, you need some starting capital. So you go talk to your mom, you talk to your dad, and you got some starting capital. So you managed to get 3,000 points, and that is your starting capital. And you're gonna run this business for 6 months. Month 1, month 2, month 3, month 4, month 5, month 6. When you run a business, you have to pay rent. Maybe you have to hire people. You have to pay electricity. So there's cost. Agree? Yes. Okay, so your first month, your cost is going to be 1,000 points. Okay, and you gotta make money. So if you spend 1,000 points in the first month, how much money do you have to make to break even? 1,000 points, right? Okay, B1, 1,000 points. Well, that's a lot. So yeah, start with a lot of points. It's okay. So in order to not lose money, you gotta make 1,000 points in the first month, right? Yeah, and B1 just broke even because they just got 1,000 points. Got that, right? So you spend 1,000 points first month, and you gotta make 1,000 points first month. Makes sense? Makes sense. All right, so at the end of every month, we're gonna look at how much money, how many points you made, see if you made money or you lost money. The top team at the end of the month 6 will get my real money. But if your company run out of points, okay, listen carefully. That means your entire team is eliminated from this training. Nice try. See you next time. You have to come back another time. We cannot start you today. That's the rule. So you gotta work with your team. Make sure you don't go bankrupt. Conduct, I see there's a lot of people there. If you go bankrupt, all of you have to go. Everybody understand me? Yes. Okay, are anybody going bankrupt today? No. Okay, there's another option though. If you run out of points, you can go bankrupt and leave the training, or you have to talk to Loan Shark Tom.
Hoặc là các bạn phải đi kiếm cái ông cá mập cho vay vốn tên là Tom để nói chuyện.
Okay, Loan Shark Tom. He's negotiable. He has points that he can let you borrow. You have to talk to Loan Shark Tom. Maybe he'll let you borrow some points. But the problem with Loan Shark Tom is that if you don't pay him his points back, you know what happened. You know what happens when you don't pay back the loan shark? Anybody know? Yeah. What do you know? What happens? Yeah? Maybe not. Okay. 200 points for B1. But maybe break a leg or break an arm. I don't know.
Không có nợ cắt cổ nhưng mà biết đâu gãy tay gãy chân gì đó.
So if you run out of points, maybe you have to talk to Loan Shark Tom. Remember to pay him back, otherwise you're going to the hospital. Okay? Everybody understand the rules? Yes. We take this very seriously, okay? You might go to the hospital. It has happened before. Okay, now, why are you here? I appreciate you being here in my training, but why are you here? Make money! 200 points for P1. Which team is that?
Hải Phòng.
High phone, 200 points. We're here to make money, right? But you can make money doing many things. You can make money being a janitor cleaning floors, or maybe working at McDonald's and flip burgers, or side of the street make bami. But why are you here?
A lot of money.
A lot of money.
Tiền.
How much is a lot?
No limit.
Well, no, you gotta tell me a number. How much is a lot? What do you want?
1 billion.
1 billion lifetime or what?
$1.000 đô.
$1,000 one day?
1 billion.
4 months.
2 months.
That's what?
1 billion Vietnam đồng for 2 years.
Not that great. Okay, but be A2, right? A2, 200 points. So if you want points, it's very simple. You just have to get my attention. A3, B3, and also online. It's hard for me to see you, so you gotta shout. There are no rules.
Không có một cái quy tắc nào ở đây
Alright,
cả.
it's about getting my attention. You don't have to put your hand up and wait for me. There are no rules. If you get my attention, then you get points. And you know why we do this? Because when you're a sales, the customers won't pay you shit until you get their attention.
Khách hàng thậm chí cứt còn không thèm trả cho các bạn.
That's right. Cook! They will not give you cook!
Họ sẽ không có thèm trả cứt cho mình đâu.
Right? If you don't get their attention, they're not paying you anything. Alright, so let's start with this lesson, today. If you want to be successful in sales, you gotta learn how to grab attention. Your customers need to be able to see you, right? If every day you sit in the office like this, you're not gonna close any deals. Make sense? Yeah. Okay, back to the point. How much money do you want? I heard $1,000 a month. Seriously. Yesterday I went to Usina, Sky 77. Anybody been there yet? It's at Landmark 81. Beef steak, yeah, that's right. And go in, come out. That's 8 million dong for 2 people. That's like $400.
Đô
How do you live on $1,000 a month? You tell me. If I make $1,000 a month, I fucking kill myself. Okay, so you said 1 billion for 2 years. Really? What? A billion? What can you buy?
No, not in.
No, the house, dude, man. A house? Where? In like Landong maybe, or like Cat Lai or. Right? In Ho Chi Minh, no. Where you can buy a house for $1 billion? You tell me. This weekend I also went to District 7 to look at apartments. Okay, the cheapest 1-bedroom apartment in I forgot the place, but it's 2.5 T. That's like the cheapest apartment that you can get in Ho Chi Minh. Agree? Okay, and you're gonna spend 2 years to make 1 T. You'll never own a house. Not even a VinFast VFA, right? That's like almost 1 T. So how much do you really want? $5,000. Dollars, I hope. Not 5,000 dong, right? Okay, what team? P2? P2, 200 point. Remember, it's about getting attention. I think that's a good start. $5,000 a month, about $60,000 a year. I think that's a good start. But what are we gonna do with that money? Like, you want $1 billion, you want $5,000, you want $1,000 a month, but what are you gonna do with that money? Anybody has any plans? Like house, car, family, help parents? By the way, most corporations, A1, A2, A3, B1, B2, B3, the cities, you're actually losing money right now. I think only B1's making money.
I think marry my wife.
You want to marry your wife?
Lớp màu xanh là được rồi đúng
Cần Thơ kiếm tiền để đầu tư.
Hello, make money to invest. Okay, Cần Thơ,
không?
right?
Tiền để mua nhà.
Dạ, Cần Thơ.
Hà Nội kiếm tiền mua nhà.
To buy a house, okay. So buy a house. How much is a house in Hanoi?
3 tỷ 5.
Hà Nội không 4 tỷ, 4 tỷ.
4 tỷ, right?
6 tỷ.
40. Okay.
6 tỷ.
How long? When? How much time? Like when do you want to buy the house? Hanoi.
Hà Nội ơi.
Don't know.
Trong khoảng 4 đến 5 năm nữa.
4 to 5 years. You might be dead. Some people, not so lucky, run over by a bus, You work hard and then you're dead. How about let's do it in 1 or 2 years? Anybody else have any financial goals? Build a house for family, buy a car? What do you want?
Financial goal
You have a okay. Yes. What is it?
is about
Mục tiêu của em mua nhà trong vòng 2 năm. Với 2 tỷ.
Okay, is that the same person?
Different.
Okay, iPhone 200 points. How much is the house?
4 tỷ.
2 T. Okay. Somebody said 4 T, but you're gonna buy 2 T. And we're gonna still do it in 1 or 2 years. Anybody else? Yeah, but what are you gonna do with the money? Are you gonna like
Mua nhà, mua xe.
look at the money? Oh yeah, I have money. Okay, my house. Can you be more specific? What do you want to do?
Mua nhà trong 2 năm.
Nhà mấy tỷ?
Nhà 4 tỷ.
40 for a house within a year.
2 years.
2 years. Okay, excellent plan. Cần Thơ to 500 points. What do you want?
một căn hộ tầm 3 tỷ vào năm 25.
He wants to buy an apartment 3T in 5 years.
2025.
Alright. What else? What do you want?
Năm sau
200 points.
năm sau em mua một chiếc Mac 2 tỷ.
Buy a Mercedes. Which one? C300, C?
VL250.
Oh, that's a big car, man. You have big family.
Dạ, nhà em ở tập thể.
The whole family, like 10 people, right?
Không.
Oh, really? B250. 2T Mercedes. We can do that in about a year or so. Anybody else?
Em muốn
kiếm tiền để đầu tiên đó chính là đi du lịch, thứ hai đó chính là đầu tư kinh doanh, 3 tỷ trong một năm.
3 T in 1 year to travel.
Travel and yes, invest.
Invest what?
Bất động sản.
Invest my company.
Bất động sản.
Not enough. Okay, real estate. Okay. How much? 3T, right? A1, 200 points.
Dự tính của tôi là tôi sẽ mua một chiếc mô tô trong năm nay giá khoảng 900 đến 1 tỷ.
Which one? 1T.
R1M.
R1, okay, I like that one. But be careful, don't kill yourself though. Okay, B2, right? Yeah. B2, 200 points. Okay, last one. Last one.
Dạ, em muốn kiếm được 5 tỷ trong vòng 2 năm. Em muốn mua một căn nhà là 3 tỷ, mua một chiếc xe Mini Cooper.
How's a Mini Cooper?
Và dành 1 tỷ để mở quán cà phê.
Okay, you all have plans. You can start thinking about how much money you want to make, what you're going to spend on. 200 points, B1. If I forget to give you a point, remind me. Sometimes I forget. At the end of today, I'm going to tell you how to do it. I'm going to tell you how to do it in a shorter time. So you can probably get a house 5 to 60 within 2 years. If you want to buy a Mercedes B250, you can do it probably within a year. But I'm going to share that with you at the end of the day. If your company doesn't go bankrupt. At A3B3, you gotta get noticed. Just because you're at the back, you still have to grab attention.
Em có nghe chú ý nhưng mà tại vì không thấy được. Xin plan đáp ai didn't saw her.
Her attention doesn't matter. I'm the customer. But for that, I give you 200 points. A3, 200 points.
Con thơ leo quá trời mà kêu chơi.
Okay. Everybody like that? So we're going to talk about how to achieve your financial goals at the end of the day. And we're going to do it ethically and honestly, which is very important because we are not here to lie, cheat, steal. We're going to achieve our goals by making an honest living. And we'll talk more about that. That's why you're in sales. Because there aren't that many things in the world that allows you to make so much money in a shorter time. I mean, we can go through the options, right? You can start a business. You see there's a problem in society and you have a solution and you sell it to people. Like what our company does. Not your company, but our company. But you will find that it's not easy to be an entrepreneur. You will see that many of our companies here will go bankrupt. So that's one way. Find a problem, provide a solution, people pay you for it. Another way is to join a company when it's still small but very potential. So if you're one of the first employee of Google or Microsoft or Meta, right? And then they give you stocks, you're doing very well today. You're probably worth like hundreds of millions of dollars. Hundreds of millions of dollars. Those are the two options. The other option is to be in sales, in a job that pays you based on your result. Right? There are two types of jobs. One type of job, no matter how much you do or how little you do, they pay you the same amount at the end of the month. Flipping burger at McDonald's, accountant, marketing, customer service, they're like that. But in sales, you make money based on your results. Not necessarily on how hard you work, but based on what you achieve. Okay, it's not to say that hard work is not important because hard work is necessary. But as I will share with you at the end of the day, you'll see how this job, which pays you on result, can provide you with financial freedom. So let me tell you a story about my youth. When I was 13 years old, I had a lot of hair.
Thời đó đầu đầy tóc.
And I have these big glasses.
Và tôi có một cặp kính rất là to.
I didn't fit like this here, I look like dark.
Thời đó chưa có đi niềng răng như vậy nè.
I look like a typical nerd.
Tôi nhìn là một cái đứa lập dị cách phổ thông bình thường nha.
And I love computers. And I work with computers. And I think by 17, I start writing little computer programs and selling it to software publishing houses. So I would work like 3 days, 3 nights, like no sleep. And then I write a piece of program. This is like back in 1980s or early 90s. Well, oh shit, it's so old. Late 80s. There was no internet. So I mail my program to the software publishing house. Mail, not email. And then mail back a check. Has anybody seen a check?
Ở đây có bạn nào đã thấy tấm chi phiếu chưa?
Nobody uses that anymore. They mail me back a check I put in the bank. The check is for $200. I was so proud. For a 17-year-old, I could make $200 in a few days. But later I find out the software publishing house sold my software for $2 million. Wow. Holy shit.
Vãi cứt.
Vãi? What the fuck?
Chơi đùa gì vậy?
Chơi đùa gì vậy? Right? Why? Why I sell $200, they sell $2 million? Yeah, I see that.
Họ có thương hiệu Cần Thơ.
They have brand. Okay, 200 points for Cần Thơ.
Dạ họ có tệp khách hàng có sẵn rồi.
Yeah, okay, 200 points from A2.
Họ tốn nhiều chi phí hơn.
Okay, A2, 200 points.
Vì cái mối quan hệ của họ.
B2, 200 points.
Vì mình chưa có thương hiệu ạ. Dạ, team Hải Phòng ạ. Vì chưa có
iPhone,
thương hiệu.
200 points.
Bán cho chính công ty phần mềm luôn rồi.
Yes, 200 points for A3.
They know the value of the product.
Value of the product. Okay, 200 points. B1.
Dạ,
Em nghĩ là họ có thương hiệu và họ biết cách bán hàng.
No brand know how to sell. Okay, A2, 200 points. So they're all good answers. Yes, they know how to sell. They know who the customers are. They know who's willing to pay $2 million for my software. I don't. I just sit at home. I got your software.
Nhưng ngồi viết phần mềm máy tính giống như thế này.
So at an early age, I realized the importance of selling skills. Right? If I want to make $2 million for my software, I gotta learn how to sell it. So I swore to myself, when I grow up,
Khi tôi trưởng thành,
I'm gonna be a salesperson. Okay, and combined with my computer skills. Oh my god.
kết hợp với kỹ năng máy tính của tôi thì lạy Chúa luôn.
So I went to university in Toronto, Canada. I grew up in Vancouver. So I flew like 5,000 kilometers to a different city and I studied there. And after first year university, the summer break, I looked for a summer job. I wanted to be sales. Who would hire me? Who would hire me? But this restaurant did. Right? This restaurant hired me to sell pizza door to door. So they give me a backpack. We're recording this, right? They give me this backpack. And there's like 10 pizza in there. And I go into a neighbor. Oh shit, that's my laptop.
Trong ba lô có máy tính thôi mà tôi chọi vậy đó mọi người.
And I go into a neighborhood. I knock on doors.
Và tôi đi gõ cửa.
Hello.
Here.
Would you like some pizza? See, I open my pizza. I let them smell a little bit. Would you like some?
Bạn có muốn mua pizza không?
So that's what I did first day. You know how many pizza I sold?
Không bán cái nào.
Không trái.
Zero. That's right. A1, 200 points.
A1
I know, but I hear them first.
A1 200 điểm.
It's not fair. It's not fair. It's about what gets my attention.
Ở đây là cách là các bạn nào là thu hút được sự chú ý của tôi.
Nothing. I
Không có
sold
gì.
nothing. And I remember there were 20 people joining me, like with me joining that restaurant. By the end of the first day, 18 people already quit. I don't blame them. That job is difficult, right? Nobody wants shit pizza. They're not hungry. And the pizza looks like shit. It's cold. And you can get better pizza by calling Pizza Hut, and it's more fresh and it's hot. So 18 people quit. Only me and one other guy stayed. I didn't want to quit because I can see that there are other salespeople, old salespeople in the restaurant that can sell a lot of pizza. Every day they can move 30, 40 pizza. So I thought if they can do it, I can do it. Second day I went back, more motivated than ever. Knock on doors, knock on more doors. All right, they come out. I show them pizza. So good. Yeah, you want this pizza. You want this pizza. You know how many pizza I sold?
Các bạn có biết là tôi bán được bao nhiêu cái pizza không?
Cần Thơ zero.
You're all right. Zero. I sold nothing. So by the end of the second day, the other person that stayed with me, he said, this job is stupid. Because he couldn't sell any pizza either. And you have to understand Toronto in the summer, very hot. Feels like 40 degrees. You carry a big bag,
Vậy.
you're sweating. It's a shit job.
Một công việc như cứt.
Right? And so he's thinking about quitting. But no, I don't want to quit. Because I can see other people can do it. So I went to my manager. I said, tomorrow, I will not sell any pizza. Tomorrow, I just want to follow that guy. I just want to follow him and understand how he does it. So I did that. That day, my biggest lesson in sales. The lesson that affected me for the next 30 years. I would say the most important lesson for any salesperson was learned on my third day selling pizza. You want to know what it is? Yes. Okay. So, I follow the salesperson. He knocks on the door opens. What kind of people stay at home Monday to Friday during the day?
Cần Thơ nội trợ.
Housewife, 200 points Cần Thơ.
Hải Phòng người già và trẻ nhỏ.
Children, 200 points A1.
Người già elderly people.
Elderly
Hải
people,
Phòng.
B1. A2, 200 points. Did you get that one? Okay.
Also Hải Phòng.
B1 and A2. Hải Phòng, what did you say?
Elderly people and children.
Same thing?
Yes.
Okay, 200 points Hải Phòng. Anybody else? Homemaker, okay, 200 points A3. That's right. Housewife, elderly people. No
Người-
jobs. This is like in the early 90s. There was no internet. So what do they do at home all day long? What?
Back home.
B2.
Cần Thơ đọc báo.
B2, 200
Phòng
points.
xem
What?
TV.
Cần Thơ newspaper.
One TV. One TV.
Okay. Cần Thơ 200 points, B1 200 points. That's right, they have nothing to do. What do they really crave? What do they really want? If you're a housemaker of elderly people at home,
Cần Thơ. Có người quan tâm, có người nói chuyện.
Đà Nẵng muốn có việc làm.
that's right, they want to talk to somebody, right? They want to talk to somebody. They're lonely. They want some social interaction. They want to connect with people, right? So this is what the salesperson do. Knock, 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 door open, the pizza doesn't come out. And then they talk about everything. They talk about the weather, they talk about the garden, they complain about the government. One thing you realize, everybody loves to complain about the government. They talk about 10, 15 minutes, and then the pizza come out. So the pizza come out and they buy. Why?
Có sự tin tưởng.
200 points, A2.
They give first. They give something first.
Give
Hải
something
Phòng vì họ
first.
tạo được mối quan hệ với khách hàng ạ.
B2, 200 points.
Rồi.
What?
Hải Phòng.
Cần Thơ họ lấy được thiện cảm của khách hàng.
Hải Phòng say that
Hải
they
Phòng
got the
họ tạo được mối quan hệ với khách hàng ạ.
customer. And Cần Thơ say that they got the relationship with the customer.
Which two teams?
Hải Phòng and Cần Thơ.
Hải Phòng Cần Thơ each 200 points. It doesn't even matter what you say, you just get points.
Communication skill.
What's 200 points?
Rồi cho 200 điểm trước đã.
Which team? Which team?
Bên nào?
A3, 200 points.
Rồi A3 200 điểm.
Well, 200 points. B1.
Cho B1 200 điểm.
Okay, stop there. Okay.
Rồi ngưng tạm ngưng đây nha.
So what they really want is social interaction. They buy the pizza not because they're hungry or they want the pizza. They buy the pizza because it's like a tip. You talk to me for 10-15 minutes, I appreciate it, here's a tip. So that was my biggest lesson in sales. Remember, this is the biggest #1 lesson in sales. Write this down. People buy, not what you sell. People buy, not what you sell. We sell pizza, but what they really want is social interaction. Okay? Everybody understand that?
Yes.
I don't think so. So let me tell you another story. So this story is in Vietnam. In a traditional market, there was a grandma. This grandma wanted to buy some apples. So grandma went to the fruit vendor, right? So fruit vendor number 1. Grandma says, I want to buy some apples. And the first vendor says, that's great, Grandma. I have some sweet, juicy apple right here. Grandma says, I don't know. Okay, then you bye-bye. Then Grandma left. And then Grandma went to vendor number 2. Do you have some apples? But the second vendor is smarter. The second vendor asked, Grandma, what kind of apples do you want? And Grandma says, I want some sour apples. And second vendor says, that's great. I have some really sour apples right here. And grandma says, okay, give me 1 kilogram. 1 kilogram apple. Okay, thank you. All right, so they had a transaction. And then while grandma was on the way home, the third vendor saw grandma and called out to grandma, hey grandma, you wanna buy some fruit? And grandma slowly walked over to vendor number 3. Do you have some apples? The third vendor also very smart. What kind of apples do you want? Grandma says, I want some sour apples. But the third vendor asked a second question. Why? Everybody wants sweet apples. Why do you want sour apples? And grandma says, oh, these apples are not for me. These apples are for my daughter. She's pregnant. When you're pregnant, and you know how pregnant women love sour stuff. The third vendor, I realized, that's why. And the third vendor says, you know what, grandma? You should also buy some oranges. Because oranges have folic acid and vitamin C. It's good for pregnant women. You know Miss Tao that lived down the street over there? You know Miss Nee that lived down there? When they are pregnant, they buy fruit from me. Alright, and look at their babies now. They're so cute and fat. And grandma was so happy to hear that. And grandma could not stop laughing. Okay, I'll buy 1 kilogram apples and 1 kilogram oranges. And the third vendor come out with a business card. Next time, grandma, you wanna buy fruit? Just call me. I deliver to your house. Everybody got the story? Questions. Why the first vendor sold nothing, the second vendor can sell something, but the third vendor sell the most?
Cần thơ khai thác nhu cầu khách hàng.
Bởi vì người đầu tiên không biết nhu cầu thật sự của bà lão là gì ạ?
Okay, 100 points for B1.
Dạ, người bán đầu tiên thì không hiểu được nhu cầu của khách hàng. Người bán thứ hai thì đã tìm hiểu được nhu cầu của khách hàng. Và người bán thứ ba tìm hiểu kỹ được nhu cầu của khách hàng và đưa ra cái giải pháp tốt nhất dành cho khách và hiểu được tâm lý của khách là muốn cái điều tốt nhất để đưa tới con gái của mình.
Okay, 200 points for A1. Anyone else? Cần thơ, wait.
Theo em là người đầu tiên không biết nhu cầu khách hàng, người thứ hai là người bán theo nhu cầu của khách hàng, và người thứ ba là người tạo ra nhu cầu và bán cái tạo ra đó.
Okay, 200 points, B2.
Dạ, người thứ ba bán được nhiều nhất tại vì người ta đã lấy thông tin của khách hàng, là người ta biết được nguyên do để mua, để người ta mở rộng cái thị trường sản phẩm của người ta lên, chứ không phải là túm lại là chỉ bán táo thôi mà người ta còn bán được nhiều sản phẩm khác của người ta nữa. Dạ, câu hỏi trả lời em thôi.
A3. Cần Thơ.
Rồi, mời team Cần Thơ.
Thứ nhất là họ biết cách khai thác mục đích của khách hàng, nhu cầu của khách hàng. Thứ hai là họ chăm sóc khách hàng sau cái lần mua đó.
200 points, Cần Thơ.
Về cái người đầu tiên là không có bán được bởi vì là không đặt câu hỏi. Người thứ hai á, thì có đặt câu hỏi nhưng lại là không đánh vào cái nỗi đau của khách hàng. Và người thứ ba bán được nhiều bởi vì là đánh trúng vào cái điểm đau của khách hàng. Là đặt vấn đề ở đây là mỗi người bán thứ ba là đặt đúng câu hỏi cho khách hàng.
Okay, 200 points, A2.
Dạ, theo em là người thứ ba là biết được tâm lý của khách hàng, không phải là chỉ mua táo mà cái mục đích là mua trái cây chua để cho người nhà của mình ăn.
Okay, 200 points, A1. So the reason why the third vendor can sell the most is because the third vendor understands why grandma wants apples. What does grandma really want?
Muốn mua đồ chua.
Sour fruit.
No. B1, 200 points. That's right. What grandma really wants is healthy daughter and healthy child, not apples. So if you sell e-commerce solutions, what do you think the customers really want? What reach out to customers? Okay. They want to sell more. Okay. You have to say.
Muốn bán là bà bán giải pháp cho khách hàng à?
Okay, so A1,
Muốn bán được nhiều
B1,
sản phẩm
B3.
và nhiều khách hàng biết đến.
200 points, got it? What they really want is sales, revenue, more customers. When you go into a hardware store, you go buy a drill. You know the things, right? When you buy a drill, it's not because I love you drill, right? It's not because you love the drill, because you want a hole in the wall. So we need to understand what does the customers really want. That's why people buy, not what you sell. People buy drill because they want a hole in the wall. Make sense so far? Yes. Okay. These are the things that you will learn in this training. And I pride myself for having the best sales training in Vietnam. I guarantee you that you will not learn any of this in any other sales training. What we teach here is super practical, something that you can use immediately and get results. If you apply what we teach, then you can be top sales in any company, in any industry. You don't even have to work in our company. We'll just be in top sales. And you know what? Everything I teach you today, you will agree with me. Just like everything I've said so far, Tom, you're right. Right? You will agree with everything I say because it is common sense. But the challenge is tomorrow, when you go into the office, when you start doing sales, can you practice what we teach? A lot of us cannot. I will demonstrate. The training is guaranteed to work. So we have a lot of salespeople in our company that follow the training. And last week I pulled the data. Our top sales have 40, 50 in-service customers. Our top sales, they have already acquired up to 50 customers. And let me just tell you the order value. For Go Sell, a medium-sized deal is about $150 million. A big deal is about $250 million. And the sales can take up to 20% home. 50 customer, let's say $150 million, take 20%. You do the math. Go export. Medium-sized deal is about $2,000, or about $45 million. Sorry, I mean that's actually small deal. That's actually the lowest price deal. The biggest deal, the biggest deal is $10,000, maybe even $20,000, even $20,000, and you can take up to 10% of that home. So there's a lot of income potential here, and we have sales that can close 40, 50 customers while they're here. Okay, so you can do it too. And later on, I will explain how you're gonna buy the house, the car. But if you do the math on what I just told you, you know how already. And the training is guaranteed to produce that kind of result. But the key point here is you gotta do what we teach. Right? A lot of people, you agree with me, you agree with everything I say, but tomorrow when you get in the room, you'll do something completely opposite. It happens every week. This training comes from my 30 years of sales experience, but not only my experience. I also incorporate two of the top sales trainers in the world today. I incorporate their training. The first person is this guy. He is Grant Cardone. He writes a lot of books. Anybody know this guy?
Ở đây có ai biết về người đàn ông này không ạ?
He's considered one of the best sales trainers in the world today. And you can buy these books in Bahasa, translated to Vietnamese. And if you want to hire him to teach you sales, it's going to cost you $500,000 because he only talks to big customers. He has a lot of demand, so he can only work with big customers. You can go buy his books. The second person is Jordan Belfort. Anybody know this guy? Yeah. You know, they actually made a movie about him, and that movie is called The Wolf of Wall Street. Anybody seen this movie? Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh wow. That's amazing. A lot of people have seen this movie. So if you're interested, if you love sales, you love the sales profession, you want to learn how to lead a sales team, this is a great movie. It offers you a lot of insight. But the problem is, Mr. Belfort did something bad. He did something illegal. He went to jail. And after he come out of jail, he decided to change his life and do something good. That's why you should never do anything bad. Unethical or illegal. He starts teaching people how to do sales. And he's also very expensive. His starting price is also $500,000. Both of them only teach Fortune 500 companies. Basically the top 500 companies in the world. And I incorporate their training into this training. If you read their books, they teach the same thing. They teach you this 8-step process. Step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5, step 6. Step 8, if you do all of that, you'll be top sales. But I don't want to teach you 8 steps. Some of you cannot even remember 8 steps. I cannot remember 8 steps, right?
Kiểu không hu là không nhớ nổi 8 bước đâu.
So for this to be successful, I have to reduce this to only 4 steps. Something that you can remember. If you follow step 1, 2, 3, 4, you'll be top sales. Everybody like that? Yes. You want to learn? Yes. Okay. And also, remember I said Jordan Belfort and Grant Cardone, they only deal with big customers. The reason why they are so successful is because of that. If they continue to serve very small customers, they will not be famous today. Second most important sales lesson of the day, always sell to big customers. Alright, so when I graduated from university, I went back to Vancouver, Canada. I made a decision that I think changed my life. Because when I was 17, I realized there are companies out there that will pay $2 million for my crappy software. I can write something that's not even very good and people will pay $2 million for it. So I made a decision when I went back to Vancouver, I will only sell to big customers. And my cutoff point is also $500,000. If the customer doesn't have $500,000, I'm not the guy. If someone comes to me and say, Tom, I have $5,000, can you build me the software? I say, no, I cannot, but I can refer you to someone else. So when I went back to Vancouver, Canada, I was like 24. I started my first company. That company is called MediaStem, right? And my first office was about this big, very small. And my company never had more than 5 people. It was mostly me. I was doing everything. I was like programming and selling. But I stuck to my rule. If you don't have $500,000, I'm not your vendor. If I did not do that, I would not be here today. So because of that, I ended up serving some of the biggest customers in Canada. I can give you some names, but you wouldn't know. Some of the biggest companies in Canada I have served. I'll give you a couple of examples, right? So in Canada, we have airports, right? Just like Tanzania Airport here, and they have a control tower, and control tower control the airplanes. We write the software for that. Okay, that's just one example. From my tiny little company, and I was beating IBM, HP, and Dell. Big customers want solution. Where do they go? IBM, HP, Dell, and then me. And I go in there. Right? I only sell to big customers. But I was 24. Still have a lot of hair.
Đầu còn đầy tóc.
And big glasses.
Rất ve chai, rất kính, rất to. Vẫn chưa niềng răng.
And I go in there and I close deals. You want to know how I did it? Yes. Okay. Well, the difference between me and IBM is I'm like vendor number 3. I go in there, I ask a lot of questions. I make sure I understand their problems. And then I tell them, you gotta do it this way because this will save you money. You gotta do it this way because it's more efficient. And when the customer hears that, they know I understand their problem. And then they say to me, Tom, you know we're a big company and we cannot just give you the contract. But, Tom, you got it. Because all the big companies and the government, they need to go through a tender process. For every project, they need to find like 5 vendors. And all of them have to bid a price. So I have to go through the same thing. But they already decided I'm going to win that bid. Everybody understand me? Yes. Because I understand their problem. And I have the solution they want. So if you work with bidding, whether it's government or big companies, let me tell you, all decisions are already made before the tender. That's the reality. They're not going to give the contract to somebody they don't know. They're not going to give the contract to somebody that they're not sure whether they can do it or not. It's already been decided. And how did I beat IBM? When IBM goes to consult a company, this is what they do. I'm IBM. I'm IBM. My hourly fee is $500 an hour.
Mức phí tư vấn của tôi là $500 một giờ.
Before they even try to understand the customer problem, they call the price. I don't do that. I go in there and understand the problem first. Everybody got it? Yes. Okay. All right. Want to learn? Yes. Okay. The first biggest lesson in sales that I gave you today is somebody over there, right?
Understand the problem of the customer.
No.
Không phải.
Hiểu được nhu cầu khách hàng.
Hiểu khách hàng cần gì, mục đích sử dụng của khách hàng, đưa giải pháp cho khách hàng ạ.
Nói những điều họ thích. bán cho
What do you say?
dạ sẽ bán cho những khách hàng lớn.
No, that's not true.
Sell for what they need. Sell for what they need.
Say what they like.
Tìm hiểu nhu cầu thực sự của họ.
Sell for what they need.
Everybody forgot?
Hãy tạo sự chú ý cho catch their attention.
No.
Không phải.
Hai Phong
I keep on saying this is the biggest, most important lesson.
Hiểu vấn đề khách hàng, đưa ra giải pháp.
No why they buy.
Đôi khi điều khách hàng mua chưa chắc là điều khách hàng muốn.
B1, 500 points. That was the most important lesson.
Điều khách
People find out what you sell. Okay? What's number 2 most important lesson?
bán cho khách hàng lớn á, Hải Phong.
What? Who?
Bán cho những khách hàng lớn,
bán cho khách hàng giàu và lớn.
Okay, A2, 200 points. Okay, so let's start. Are you ready to learn the 4 steps?
Yes.
Okay, but before we start, I want to share your current company progress. Okay, remember you have 3,000 points to start your business. We just started month 1. Month 1 cost is 1,000 points. We're gonna start month number 2. Okay, and the month number 2 cost just went up because we have inflation. You know, cost of goods is only going up. So month number 2, the cost is 1,500 points. Okay, let's see how we're doing. All right, so leading the market is B1. Of course, they have an unfair advantage because they're so close to me. Second place is A2. Followed by khăn. But right now, oh yeah! But right now, only B1 and A2 is actually making money. Every other team has lost money from their capital. Okay? Every team has lost money. The teams at the bottom, you're in danger of bankruptcy. Danang, Haifong, and B3. Danang, Hanoi, and B3, you're in danger. Okay, so I will give you an opportunity to catch up. Alright, so we're gonna play a game. The winner of this game will earn 5,000 points. 5,000 points. Wanna play? Yes. Okay. So I'm customer. You're sales. Alright? So you represent your company. You wanna close me. Alright? Everybody understand the game? Yes. Okay. Let's go.
Rồi bây giờ bắt đầu. Hiện tại thì ông đang muốn mua sản phẩm như thế nào để bên công ty tôi tư vấn ạ?
I don't know.
Bạn có đang khát không?
Yes, I'm thirsty. I could use some water.
Bạn muốn cà phê hay là nước lọc ạ?
I think I want water. $5,000 points!
5.000 điểm cho team A2 ạ.
That's right. What are you guys doing? What are you guys doing? I don't know.
Xin chào rồi. Xin chào người thân bên.
Too late.
Trễ quá rồi Cần thôi.
Too late. So what did they do right?
Nhu cầu khách hàng.
Just open their mouth.
Chủ động tiếp cận.
What did they do right?
Yêu cầu.
Ask the customer and
Yes.
do what they need.
Dạ mình phải chủ động tiếp cận khách hàng ạ.
Yeah, okay. 200 points, 200 points. They asked what I want, right? And actually, before I started this game, and I change this every week, I was really thinking to myself, I want a drink of water. I'm thirsty. And they asked me, are you thirsty? They were lucky. But asking is not enough, right? They also gave me what I wanted. Understanding the customer is just step 1. You also have to provide them with what they need, what they want. The reason why they got 5,000 points is because they didn't just sit there. They asked me what I want and they delivered it. And they grabbed my attention. Make sense?
Được chưa ạ?
So congratulations, A2.
Rồi chúc mừng team A2 ạ.
5,000 points. Danang, Hanoi, gotta step up or else you'll be bankrupt before lunch. B3 too. B3.
B3 ơi.
All right, okay. Let's start.